Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Mutton Chop Piper here. Well, today's video is entitled Tobacco Components, Volume 1. This volume is going to entail discussing base tobacco components. Alright, this video is pretty much for brand new pipe smokers and intermediate pipe smokers. With the upcoming videos that we're going to be doing on the Blend Club, I thought it was important that you guys try to I don't know, work out what you're tasting when you're smoking your tobacco. Our first blend that we're going to be reviewing is the Luxury Twist Flake from Peter Stokkebye. Now, it's technically a Virginia blend. It's a straight Virginia. So some of you might be saying, well, okay, what am I supposed to be tasting when I smoke this tobacco? So I've got some notes here that I wrote, and I'm going to be going down through just the base components. These are the true, well, not true, but they're the tobaccos that pretty much set up the base, or they're the foundation of the blends that we're going to be reviewing. So let me get started with this. Virginias. That's the first one we're going to look at. Virginia tobacco is flue cured. Now, what does it mean by flue cured? Flue cured means that it is, the tobacco is cured by time or heat or steam. Virginia tobacco is flue cured using indirect heat to preserve the most sugar that it can while still drying the leaf. One of the most popular base components. There are two main varieties of Virginia tobacco leaf, bright and red. Bright Virginias are produced by flue curing the leaf using high heat for a short period of time. Bright Virginias have the highest content of sugar than any other leaf. Taste-wise, it is tangy, lemony, and citrusy, with hints of bread. So, those are the components, or those are the tastes that you're going to be looking for when you smoke a Virginia blend. It's tangy. It can be, well, if it has bright Virginias, tangy, lemony, citrusy, and hints of bread. The other leaf, the other variety, is red Virginias. Red Virginias are produced using the same flue-cured process, only using lower temperatures for a longer period of time. Using this process caramelizes the leaf, providing a deeper, toastier flavor while still being sweet. So, when we talk about the taste of Virginias, we're looking for tangy, lemony, citrusy, a little taste of bread, and if red Virginias are used, it'll be more, a little bit deeper, a little bit more aged and toastier. All right, the next component we're going to be talking about is Burley. Burley is an air-cured tobacco, which means it has been allowed to cure by letting it dry out naturally, using air. There are two types of Burley, white and dark. White Burley. White Burley is air-cured. It has a milder flavor with an aroma of cocoa. Now that's just the aroma, that's just what you're smelling. With taste of coffee and nuts. Most of the sweetness has been removed due to the drying process, where the sweetness tastes more like cocoa and dark chocolate. Now, white Burley still has just a touch of sweetness, but it's not sweet as in sugar um, or something like that. It's more of a chocolatey um, or a cocoa, like a cocoa sweetness or chocolate sweetness. The second one is dark burley. Dark burley is also air cured as well. Uh, sorry, is also air cured as well. The difference from white burley is that the leaf is stacked on top of each other inside a barn, and the weight of the leaf pressing down on each other provides a slight fermentation, giving dark burley a lightly sweet, spicy edge, reminiscent of raisins, cloves, or cinnamon. So basically what they do is they take the leaf and they just stack it on top of each other in huge stacks, and the weight of the tobacco on top of each other sort of caramelizes, or it provides a slight fermentation, which changes the burley leaf from that cocoa dark chocolate taste to more of a raisins, cloves, and cinnamon. So the burley. So if when we start talking about a burley blend that we start smoking for Blend Club, you'll want to take note to try to pick out the coffee or the nuts if it's white burley, and then raisins, cloves, or cinnamon when it comes to dark barley. All right, the last type of base component or base tobacco component is Cavendish. The last main base component is Cavendish, which is more like processed leaf than a variety of tobacco. Cavendish is processed using bright Virginia because of its high sugar content. Utilizing heat, pressure, and steam, it caramelizes the leaf into a dark, almost black color, hence the name Black Cavendish. During the process, the tobacco loses most of its flavor, allowing it to absorb the flavor of other tobaccos or food-grade flavorings. In a blend, it spreads the flavor throughout the blend to give you a more even and constant flavor profile. So, Cavendish is actually bright Virginia that has been processed under heat, pressure, and steam. And what it does is it actually turns that Virginia tobacco dark. A lot of you pipe smokers that have been doing it for a while, you know what this looks like. It's really dark. I mean, it's black, but it removes that flavor, removes a lot of the flavor. Then it allows it to take on the flavor of other blend components. Or if you add a flavoring to it, a food grade flavoring like caramel flavor or vanilla flavor, that tobacco absorbs that taste. So basically what happens is if you've got Cavendish, you just take Cavendish once it is processed, and you can do this at home if you'd like to try it one day. Spread it out and then spray it with food grade caramel or food grade vanilla, and then let it dry. I have seen where some people use industrial strength dryers. I mean, they're fans that will blow over the Cavendish that has got the flavoring added to dry it out. Now the Cavendish has already absorbed the flavor, but now it's dry. So now if you want to blend that Cavendish with some Virginia or with some other components, it will allow a little bit of that flavoring to be part of the blend that you're getting ready to smoke. So Cavendish is not, like I said, it's not actually a blend. It's not actually a component. It is a created component using bright Virginias that has been processed, and it's utilized to absorb the flavoring of other tobaccos. Now, yeah, I think I'll tell you about that on the next video. But these are basically the base tobacco components. You have Virginias with bright Virginia, red Virginia, Burley with white Burley and dark Burley, and Cavendish. Now, if you want to be the type of person that wants to be a tobacco connoisseur, wants to know when you smoke a blend, and you want to be the type person like a wine connoisseur. You know, you have a wine connoisseur that will drink wine and go, oh yeah, I can pick out this type of grape and this type of flavor and that type of flavor. If you want to pursue that, then my advice is that you can purchase blending tobaccos, blending based tobaccos, and other blending tobaccos, and just smoke them on their own. Buy some bright Virginias and just smoke that. Say, okay, I get what I'm tasting, the components, or I'm tasting the taste of lemons or citrusy and a little bit of bread. Now I'm going to try red Virginias. Now I'm going to try white Burley, dark Burley. That way you kind of can keep a mental note as to when you go to a blend that has been mixed together, you can pick out those different taste profiles as you're smoking the blend. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. Until my next video, I want to wish you and your family happy piping.